Hello everyone and welcome back to Soul Standing. My name is Beth and today I thought I would talk to you very quickly about Fairy Tale Matchmaker by Edie Baker. This is a middle grade book that focuses on Corey, who is a tooth fairy like her mom, except she doesn't want to be a tooth fairy. She doesn't feel like she's helping people, and she really feels like there's something else that she needs to be doing. And so she quits the Tooth Fairy Guild and is just taking on odd jobs, moves out of her mother's house, is just playing with her band, taking on odd jobs, trying to figure out what it is that she wants to do. And somebody starts harassing her. And some people, friends of hers, are asking her for help, not just on odd jobs, but on introducing them to kind of blind dates because she's meeting so many new people. And it all comes together really well. The characters are described fantastically. It's funny, it's cute, and there are a lot of really good discussions that are happening in this book that I loved. There is kind of a thread where she and her mom just are having problems. They have a big falling out. She's never met her grandfather, and there's a whole big thing with that. There is a dynamic with friends and kind of learning who your friends are and kind of how your different friends act and which ones you can trust more than others, things of that nature, which I think are all very important discussions for children, middle schoolers, high schoolers to have. And if they're not having them with the people in their lives, having them while reading a book is the next best thing. So I have three things that I absolutely love about this book. Number one, it's not pulling any punches. While it is a middle grade book and on the surface it seems like it might be a little fluffy, it's really not. While it is a Matchmaker series and there's a lot of fairy tale characters, we're in the Fae world, you would think that it would be more of a fluffy, girly chick piece, and there is a little bit of that in there. But Corey is dealing with a lot of heavy things in this book, and there are a lot of characters that are not the nice fairy tale characters that you would think they are, and I loved that. I really, really love number two, the addition of characters from nursery rhymes. Instead of it being fairy tale world or the Fae world where these different types of fairies live, there are people from fairy tales, from nursery rhymes, from mythologies. There are humans. It's great. I really enjoyed that. And I love the fact that Corey is in a band and they are playing, but they're not playing like rock guitar, heavy metal. She's the drummer, and then they have a lute player. So it's just fantastic. I really loved that aspect, which turned out to be a much bigger aspect of the book than I originally thought it was going to be. And I really loved that. Okay, so a couple of things I didn't like so much were that people who she was working for, they got to know her really well and were liking her and thought she was great. And then one little thing would happen and everybody would turn against her. And I didn't like that. It did become kind of a major part in the story, but I just didn't like the way it was handled. Number two, there were some characters in the book that were kind of bordering on abusive, which honestly was another big part of the story. But again, I felt like maybe they could have been written just a little bit differently, and probably one or two words being changed would have fixed that. So it's not a huge deal, but still something that I would have liked to see done a little better. And number three, I hate the relationship between Corey and her mother. It's all her mother's fault. Well, not all, but mostly her mother's fault. And I see how it's important to be that way, but I just feel like so much could have been avoided if her mother wasn't such a stage mom, wasn't just so into pushing Corey to being the tooth fairy that Corey didn't want to be. Overall, I've given this book a 3.75 stars. I thought it was adorable. I really enjoyed it, and I just wanted to give you guys a full review for it. So I'm definitely checking out book number 2, which is already out, and hopefully I'll like it enough to grab book number 3, which I believe is coming out sometime this year. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this review. If you have read this book or anything else by Edie Baker, please let me know down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, read something good, write something better. I'll see you again soon.